Bollywood superstar Shah Rukh Khan hailed the centre's Make in India initiative, terming it as the most important initiative by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Praising the Prime Minister, Shah Rukh said that the Make in India scheme is generating jobs in the country. He also added that the introduction of new technological enhancement through Make in India will be beneficial for several generations. In fact, Shah Rukh was speaking at the launch of BJP leader Shaina NC's coffee table book Movers and Makers, which is attributed to Make in India campaign. The former South Africa fast bowler Alan Donald will join Australia as their bowling coach for their tour of Sri Lanka, Cricket Australia has confirmed. Donald, who signed a short-term deal, will join the Australian team for the 3 tests, 5 one-day internationals and two T20 matches in Sri Lanka from July 26 to September 9. One person has died and another grievously injured in a crude bomb explosion in Murshidabad. Locals alleged that the two persons were allegedly making crude bombs when one exploded, resulting in the death of a person who has been identified as Ibrahim Sheikh. Let's get the further details about the incident. After receiving great reviews in the American TV series Quantico and then going to win People's Choice Award, Priyanka Chopra has added another feather to her already loaded hat. The former Miss World has confirmed that she is all set to dine with the US President Barack Obama at the annual White House Correspondents' Dinner. Priyanka Chopra confirmed the news on Twitter after all the speculations. The actress has been invited by US President and the First Lady Michelle Obama. Former athlete Milkha Singh on Tuesday said that the Indian movie industry has not done him any favor by making his biopic. If an ambassador is required, we have many great sportspersons, he further added on Salman Khan's appointment as India's ambassador for Rio Olympics. Earlier, Salman's father Salim Khan tweeted that the Bollywood has resurrected Singh from fading away in oblivion. Let's get the further details. Maharashtra government has banned the setting up of new sugar mills across all the 8 districts of the drought-hit Marathwada region for the next 5 years. The government has to ensure that any region which has less than 700 mm rainfall should not be allowed sugar cultivation. Maharashtra is also planning to make drip irrigation compulsory for all the sugar farms across the state. This is Saloni Gupta signing off with camera person Shruti Kothari, MIT News. Victoria carriages, the horse-drawn vehicles that are famous in the gateway of India of Mumbai, are likely to be phased out by the end of June following the Bombay High Court's ruling for ban against horse carriages. The state government will provide rehabilitation for the owners, riders and the horses to compensate for their livelihood. Apart from the ban against the cruelty against animals, the ban also is focusing on easing the traffic in the area. Signing off, Saloni Gupta with camera person Shruti Kothari, MIT News. A group of women devotees were denied entry inside the inner sanctum of the Trimbakeshwar temple today and also assaulted by the local residents. After being asked to come in wet cotton clothes, the women were denied entry, saying that the allotted time was over. Women have now filed complaints with the police against the trust members and also the local residents for purposely obstructing their entry into the temple. The authorities are also looking into the matter right now. This is Saloni Gupta signing off with camera person Rupa, MIT News. According to the Delhi Transport Minister Gopal Rai, the odd-even vehicle rationing scheme may be a permanent feature in the national capital. After this season of odd and even, the government will review its efficacy and also conduct public reviews. Based on the survey, the decision will be taken. The government is also considering to add two-wheelers in the scheme very soon. This is Saloni Gupta signing off with camera person Anvita Srivastava, MIT News. Yeah, sir. So, what do you have? What are your thoughts about this book that's coming out?
This is the second book of Shantanu. The first was Company Red, which I know how it was written because Shantanu is a great friend, and how I met him in Delhi and how he wanted to become a writer and how he sent some papers of his, some written papers, and I said, you don't have to become a writer, you are a writer. And that is how his journey started. And then Company Red was born, and then he said that I have a trilogy of this. So the Code Red is the second book. First book was about this boy, MBA boy, how he gets stuck into this vampire company, life science company which is being operated in Delhi, and how he becomes a vampire, half vampire, half man. And second book the first one was very, very thrilling, you know. And the second book which he has written, I have not read it fully, but some parts I've written, some part I've read, and again it is very thrilling, very. There's a lot of action. There is a lot of it is on a much bigger scale, and it has much bigger emotions, you know. And it is set in Amazon jungles, which is actually hounded by and kind of a lot of, all the empires live in that, you know. So this book is Shantanu's second book in the trilogy, and it is going to do very well because again he has written a book which is very captivating, which is very thrilling, and it has moments which are amazing, you know.
And so are they going to make a movie out of it? Because there was a trailer launch. So what was this idea about the trailer launch of a book?
I don't know about this, but definitely the first book company read. I have got the rights to, film it, and in whatever capacity it comes in on a movie or in television, wherever it comes, I've got the rights. So that will definitely take shape next year, or because it is on a very big scale. It is not a normal movie, you know. It is the scale is much higher, and the whole idea of trailer being launched is very interesting because you get the feel of the book, you know, and it is done very well by Kabir, you know. And definitely because Shantanu is a film man also in a way. He's a great addict of films, you know. So he writes with that thing in mind. I'm very sure that this is going to be again into a film also, and because like the first one, second one will have the material of a film also, definitely.
So one last question. From being an actor to a director, so which do you prefer, being in front of the camera or behind the camera?
I like working. I love working in movies. I was a great addict of movies since my childhood, and I'm very happy that I'm acting, I'm directing, I'm producing. You know, I'm writing. So, it's everything I do, and I enjoy it. You know, though direction is very responsible job, and acting is relaxation for me. You know, but I enjoy both the mediums.
Thank you.
See, Indian television is kind of in a state of flux right now because earlier, really, the real power of deciding when the story began, where it changed course. You know, suddenly the characters and the storylines become very different in the middle from how they started out and how it ended. This real power was not vested in the person who was writing it. It was decided by the higher powers, that is the channel, then the producers.
And what I feel about this big conclave is that I hope it will erase all the misconceptions about politics in the youth, and I hope it will change the perceptions as well. That I see a lot of hoardings here that we have to change the term called hate. I hate politics. They are really interesting, and I hope that youth will change their perception towards politics and involve themselves more and more.
कुछ 10 साल से पहले बोले तो पहले बिजनेस का स्ट्रोक अच्छा था, लेकिन पिछले 5 साल से देख रहा हूँ तो इकोनॉमिकल कोई प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहे हैं लोगों के लिए, इसलिए थोड़ा फ्लो कम हो रहा है और लोगों का हैबिट जो है वो पर्टिकुलर उस दिन के लिए खाली काम करते हैं लोग, जो फ्लो अपना फेस्टिवल का होना चाहिए 2-4 दिन का वो अभी नहीं हो रहा है इन दिनों.
Well, right now documentary is not a very popular medium, but I think it's growing. It's growing in different forms. News channels also show documentaries. NDTV has been doing documentaries for years. I think over the years the audience for documentary and well-made documentary which tells it as an interesting story is growing. So I think that this audience will keep growing. Unfortunately, it's not going to reach any large size very soon, but it will grow.
Fashion design initially begins with finding inspiration to create your ideas. Well, in this phase of the creative process, the fashion designer is translating vision which he or she has seen in the mind and giving it some sort of an outward expression. Often the initial design is refined as the designer comes up with the first basic prototype. Be it the carefree and lovable Raj of DDLJ or the passionate Veer Pratap Singh of Veer Zara, King Khan has swept the girls off their feet for nearly 2 decades now. His style of extending arms, the dimpled smile, can any day entice you into falling into love with him. Good morning and welcome to Entertainment Daily on a Mighty News, a perfect show to kickstart today. Let's begin with today's headlines. Fan trailer launches amidst King Khan fans. fans' just released trailer will bring memories of Shah Rukh Khan's famous film Dar flooding back to your mind. Priyanka Chopra presents the Oscar in Best Editing category at the 88th Academy Awards. Her 2016 Oscar stint won the hearts of her fans all over the world. Sanjay Dutt walked out as a free man. The 53-year-old actor had been serving his term for his conviction in the 1993 Mumbai bomb blast case, but his sentence was lessened to 42 months for good behavior. Well, the 88th Academy Awards have already started on a glittery note. The most anticipated award ceremony of the year has finally taken place. This year, what makes Oscar more special is the presence of Bollywood's very own Priyanka Chopra as one of the presenters. Let's have a detailed look at the story. Bollywood actress Priyanka Chopra, who's one of the presenters at 88th Academy Awards, stunned the red carpet in one of the elegant creations designed by Lebanese designer Zuhair Murad. Priyanka Chopra, who has found international fame following her stint on American TV show Quantico, looked ravishing in a structured lace mermaid dress in white silk, stoned with 3D shimmering climbing flowers at the red carpet of the most anticipated award ceremony. The national award-winning actress completed the look with diamond drop earrings, a clutch, and hair neatly tied in a low ponytail. The makeup was also minimal.
I just wanted it to be, because it's the Oscars, I wanted like a classic sort of movie star, just clean, beautiful look.
Okay, so first of all, you're presenting tonight. How do rehearsals go? Take us inside.
Rehearsals were great. I mean, the view from the stage is amazing. I've been to the Dolby Theatre before for a couple of things, so I was familiar with the stage. But it should be epic. I mean, I saw the first couple of rows in the presenters' seats, and it would be a really amazing night.
The actress even gave a glimpse of a look at her Instagram page and posted last-minute touches, feeling like a princess in a chariot. Diamonds are a girl's best friend, she further posted. The actress presented the award in Best Editing category along with Liev Schreiber. Bureau Report, MIT News. Despite a number of nominations over the year, Leo DiCaprio had never won the most coveted Oscar trophy. The extremely talented actor has finally grabbed the Golden Oscar trophy for the Best Actor for his film The Revenant. Let's see the further details. The prayers of Leonardo's huge number of fans worldwide are now finally answered. The actor has grabbed the Golden Oscar trophy for Best Actor for the film The Revenant. As his name was announced as the winner, there were loud cheers which were even heard on the social media. In fact, the entire virtual world was flooded with posts about Leonardo's win. Aside from an estimated TV audience of 34 million, DiCaprio's win for his performance in The Revenant smashed a significant social media record, becoming the most tweeted minute of an Oscars telecast, with 440,000 Twitter posts in a span of 60 seconds. Let's hear what Leonardo had to say in his acceptance speech.
Happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating. We need to support leaders around the world who do not speak for the big polluters or the big corporations, but who speak for all of humanity, for the indigenous people of the world, for the billions and billions of underprivileged people who will be most affected by this, for our children's children, and for those people out there whose voices have been drowned out by the politics of greed. I thank you all for this amazing award tonight. Let us not take this planet for granted. I do not take tonight for granted. Thank you so very much.
DiCaprio used his high-profile moment to draw attention to climate change, calling it the most urgent threat facing our entire species. Bureau Report, MIT News. Well, this is all in this edition of the show. For more news updates, keep watching MIT News.